going on, guys? So I am here in San Antonio, Texas at Blazing Star RV Resort. I'm here with Daniel, who's actually a full-timer, right?
Yes, sir.
So Daniel is the proud owner of this Solitude from Grand Design 377 mid-bunk unit. And I believe it's 2018 model, right?
Yes.
And you have this beautiful Ram deleted, at least it has an EGR delete, 3500 pickup truck. Relatively new to the truck. What are you thinking of it so far?
Oh, we love it. Driving it back, we got 17 miles per gallon on the highway. I was impressed by that, but the ride's very smooth, and we're loving it so far.
How's it pull the fifth wheel?
We haven't got to pull it yet.
Okay.
I still got to get the hitch installed, but I'm looking forward to the first pull.
Good deal. Do you have the puck system in the back to support the hitch, or do you have to add the rails?
No, it's the rails.
Okay, good deal. So how are you liking your Solitude?
It's awesome. It's plenty of space. We did a little bit of renovation on the inside, some painting and stuff like that, but space-wise, plenty of room for me and my wife. We have two small kids. They're sharing the mid-bunk room, and they're loving it, so it's been great. Yeah,
this is actually one of my favorite floor plans in terms of mid-bunks, and I'm a big fan of Grand Design because they build a quality coach, but more importantly, as we've discussed, they back up the customer service side of it, and they really allow dealerships to perform the type of work you might expect, especially anytime you have a major problem, right? So what do you love best about your mid-bunk so far?
Honestly, I think the reason we went with mid-bunk, other than the kids sharing the room, was the rear kitchen and living space. Especially for a full-time family, we wanted a pretty decent-sized space for us all to really spend time together, and that space provides that, and then some extra room. We've never felt cramped or crowded in there.
Yeah, that's the key, because there's so many types of bunkhouse units, whether you get a rear bunk, or even they have some front bunks now, but if you're using it, the other spaces tend to get cramped, right? The rear living room style is the most popular fifth wheel style, and then when you throw a reasonable sized bunk in the middle, it kind of makes the whole package come together, and especially having a dedicated place for the kids. How are the kids liking it?
They love it, especially not just the room, but the loft. They're up, all their toys are up there in that loft area, and they go up there every day and just have a good time. So it's been really good. Have you done any upgrades? Anything worth? Nothing on the exterior yet. We just did some interior, like I said, painting, kind of making it our own. I would like to upgrade to some more ride suspension. I've heard that's seems to be the better product, but other than that, and some disc brakes probably in the future. Disc brakes would be a really good one, because right now I believe you have an Equaflex suspension on here, right? So that has an LCI spec suspension, which again is not actually a bad suspension, especially for a coach this size. Plan on doing any tire upgrades? From what I've read, I probably should, but honestly, I think I'm just going to do some careful inspecting before trips and make sure tire pressure is where it should be and drive carefully. Are these the Westlake G-rated tires? Yes, they are. So they're not a bad tire, actually. So Grand Design uses the G-rated or the all-steel version from Westlake. It's very similar in construction, actually, to the Saloon tire. Westlake had a bad rap for tires about 15 years ago, and it carried through for a long time because they were building essentially a D and a C-rated tire that wasn't very robust. But the G-rated tire is a relatively new tire. Grand Design's the first brand that went pretty much exclusively to it for their heavier fifth wheels. But believe it or not, it's actually a pretty good tire. So don't really let the Westlake brand make you believe that tire is not that great of a tire. So you should be in pretty good shape there. General consumers have said that they've had good luck with it. But from what I've heard, if you just, like I said, keep up with your PSI, do a pre-drive inspection, and you should be really good. Absolutely, absolutely. So, beautiful coach. How long are you going to be here in San Antonio? We're heading out August 4th, going out to the West Coast, and then we'll be out there for about 3 or 4 months. So. Absolutely. And I heard you have a Facebook channel about your travels? Yes, it's called Home on the Horizon. Home on the Horizon. You going to start a YouTube channel? I'm thinking about it. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. If for anything, it's to document the memories, right? So a lot of people believe you have to start a YouTube channel to make it into a business, which a lot of people do. But for the most part, it gives you something to look back on and say, man, we have a video kind of a library of everything that we've been doing. And that's the best way to start it. You have a channel that's focused around your family. You never have to share it with anybody if you don't want to, but you can sure as heck look back on it years from now and say, look at all this stuff we were able to do, and we have a video log of it. Awesome. That's really cool. Well, Daniel, I really appreciate you coming on camera with me. Thank you for taking time out to talk to me. Not a problem. He actually spotted my rig here. My family's staying here for a few days, and he spotted me, sent me an email, and said, hey, you mind if we come by and talk to you? And that's actually the way to do it, because the last thing you want to do is just walk up and start knocking on the door, and I know a lot of people experience that. And it's not because we want to be rude, it's just because it's a private time. You have a life.
again, I really appreciate it. Beautiful setup you have here.
Thank you.